I have met so many wonderful people and made so many new friends through the organization that I just adore doing it.
Yeah. And you really live out that healthy living for your brain and body because we talk about, learn new things, stay socially engaged. And you're doing a lot of that through volunteering with us. Yeah.
Yes, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's healing, right?
It's healing, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dimensions of Dementia is an educational video series from the Alzheimer's Association Greater Cincinnati chapter. Join us each week for personal stories, engaging conversations, and educational content exploring issues such as caregiving, identifying warning signs, dealing with disease symptoms, and latest advances in diagnostics and treatments.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Dimensions of Dementia. I am Dana Ritchie. I'm the program director for the Greater Cincinnati and Miami Valley chapters of the Alzheimer's Association.
And I'm Andrew Pitlick. I'm the walk director for the Cincinnati Tri-State Walk to End Alzheimer's.
And today we're joined by Barb Williams. We had Barb in a previous episode, but for those who didn't hear that part, Barb, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Barb Williams, and I am a volunteer with the Alzheimer's Association.
Woo, Barb!
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. But what started my journey was when my husband was only 60 years old. He was diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment and later with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So when I got that diagnosis, because he was showing signs of memory loss, confusion, he totaled his car, I was in panic mode because I knew of his family history. His mom had Alzheimer's, his grandmother had Alzheimer's, his mom's sister had it. So I had a feeling this was our journey to come, and I didn't know what to do. So I immediately got in touch with the Alzheimer's Association and signed up for a family care consultation, which was the best decision I ever made because the association basically held my hand all the way through the 10-year journey. They helped me so much. Mm-hmm. I joined a support group, looked at all the educational resources, took part in all the social activities because my husband was very social and he loved it. So we took part in all those programs that were offered. And then when I also started a walk team with the Tri-State Walk to End Alzheimer's in my husband's honor, and did a pretty good job of raising funds for the care and support of Alzheimer's.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. One year, he even was asked to come up on stage and hold the blue flower, which is for someone that's battling the disease. And the walk is a lot of fun. And so once he passed away and I retired from my job, I wanted to give back to the organization that did so much for me all those years. So I started volunteering.
Yeah, and with a bang, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I had too much time on my hands after
do something with
that.
it.
Yeah.
It was like my whole world changed and I needed something in my world.
Yeah.
And I thought this was a good way to give back and help others going through the journey. So I studied and became a community educator.
Wow.
Dana's my boss here.
Oh, no. I'm nobody's boss. But I did recruit you,
Yes,
which was very fun for me.
You did.
So what does it mean for you to be a community educator? I'll play dumb a little here.
Oh,
What does
okay,
it mean for you
okay.
to be a community educator? What do you do?
I go out when it can be extended care facilities, it can be libraries, it could be YMCAs, all these organizations that reach out to you for education for their members or their staff. Mm-hmm. And there's 3 presentations that I'm currently giving. And my favorite is 10 warning signs that we've been talking about a lot. And why I like to do that is I like to inform people of what are the signs that you need to worry about versus normal aging.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what that was. And when I told my neurologist or my husband's neurologist, I said, I'm going to be your next patient. He goes, why? I says, because I can't remember anybody's names of people I've known forever. And I see them and I'm got a mental block. What's their name? He goes, do you remember it later? And I'm like, yeah, eventually it pops in my head. He goes, that's normal aging.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like giving that one. And I also do healthy living for the brain and body, which actually tells people ways that they can keep healthy. and ward off the symptoms of dementia.
Yeah.
You know, through brain games, through exercise, diet, social activities, and cognitive activities.
Yeah.
And then I do one on managing money, because if someone does have Alzheimer's, they need somebody to manage their finances, or they can really be in a lot of trouble, fall for a lot of scams, spend money unwisely. So those are the three main ones that I give. I'm also a community resource, which means I attend vendor fairs and wellness fairs, and I work at the booths, and I educate people on what the Alzheimer's Association has to offer.
Yeah. And you're a very friendly, photogenic face there. Whenever Barb's at one of our resource tables, she ends up having her picture taken. And
sometimes you'll see me on the news. Other people will call and say, I saw you on TV.
The camera loves you, Barb.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but Hollywood has not called yet.
Well, we're keeping you a secret here because you're such an asset to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I have, I've had my Tri-State Mark's Memory Walk, but I also added a Butler Warren Walk, since I live in that community, called Garden of Love, for other people who I know who are going through the same thing. I have several friends who are going through this with their spouses or their moms. So I'm also on both walk committees. I make a lot of phone calls to welcome people. I make retention phone calls to say, hey, you need to sign up your team now. Can I help you with anything? Are you having any issues with that? And I also volunteer the last 2 years for the gala. So the Alzheimer's Association has a wonderful gala fundraising every year that's so much fun. And I get to dress up and look pretty and be part of the theme and show people where to sit or help them out throughout the night where all the programs are. There's a lot of fun things to do there, silent auction and auctions that aren't so silent. And that's something that you can do very easily one time. You don't have to spend as much time as I spend volunteering. But we still appreciate it. I even got my granddaughter in the last 2 years to volunteer.
Oh, that's great.
At the walks.
We are so grateful for all of the things that you do. And I mean, you're listing everything off. It's incredible. I'm wondering if we can rewind a little bit back to when you were first kind of interacting with the Alzheimer's Association. If you can talk a little bit about what that process was like for you and for Mark, and how it was helpful, because clearly it seems to have struck a nerve and helped inspire you to get involved and give back in a major way.
Right. Again, I through the website, which I did a lot of research on and education on, and calling a lot of calls to the Alzheimer's Association, where everybody is so wonderful. Everybody helps you with whatever questions you have. Signed up walk teams online, send out the information. They've got a great system where you can, through their website, send out invitations to family, friends to join you on your walk team. So I did that, and the support groups and the activities. But also, the Alzheimer's Association, although I feel like I'm giving a lot, is also giving back to me, because it's given me a new purpose. You know, losing my husband, not having a job, it's like I needed a purpose in my life. And I have met so many wonderful people and made so many new friends through the organization that I just adore doing it.
Yeah. And you really live out that healthy living for your brain and body, because we talk about, learn new things, stay socially engaged. And you're doing a lot of that through volunteering with us. Yeah.
Yes, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's healing, right?
It's healing, exactly.
Yeah, and I think, for that first step even of starting a walk team, and that you did that even in Mark's honor while he was living. I know, sometimes when you're in the thick of it, especially if there aren't treatment options any longer for your loved one to help them kind of stay in that early stage, we start to feel kind of helpless. And I feel like in starting that walk team in your loved one's honor, it gives you something, that you feel like you're, really making a difference to fund research, to fund programs to try to help others. It feels like you're taking a little of the power back. For me,
Right.
that's how I felt. I mean, is that kind of the feeling you have too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm very competitive with myself. So I have to reach elite grand champion status or I'm not happy.
Nice. Elite grand champion. What's that?
That is when somebody through their own personal fundraising raises over $2,500 for their walk teams, which is a really incredible mark to hit, and makes up, individuals that are able to do that. The champions in general end up raising about 70-ish% of what participants in the walks raise in total, which is it's a really important group of our donors and participants.
So you got 2 walks teams, elite grand champion in both?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, in the tri-state I do, but I'm working on the Butler Warren.
Yeah.
I am a champion there.
That's
just
great.
Not a elite grand champion.
Got it. That's awesome.
Just one sweatshirt a year for you. Right
No, I get 2. I get 2 T-shirts a year.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, and our walks are
backups.
coming up in the fall, right? We're headed into walk season.
That's right. We have, out of our Cincinnati tri-state office, we actually host the greater Cincinnati office.
Yes.
We have the Cincinnati Tri-State Walk is one of just 5 walks that we actually host. And our first one in 2025 will be in Batesville, Indiana on Saturday, September 6th. The Butler Warren County Walk will be following up after that in Mason, Ohio on Saturday, September 13th. The Southern Ohio route is going to be in Portsmouth, Ohio. That'll be on September 27th. The Tri-State Walk, my walk, is on Saturday, October 4th. And then after that, we will have the Chillicothe-Hillsborough Walk in Chillicothe, Ohio. It's a new location, and that'll be on Saturday, October 18th.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Butler Warren County, that's a new location too. Mason, we have been in Westchester. Now we're at the Corwin-Nixon Park.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is right around the corner from where I live. I can almost walk.
Could you walk to the walk?
I could, but then I have to walk in the walk.
How long are these walks?
So generally not super long. The Cincinnati Tri-State Walk is about 2.5 miles long. So generally, around 2 miles is typically what they look like.
Okay.
Because we have such a huge different spectrum of people that are joining us, right? We've got folks that are in their advanced years. We've got folks that, are bringing families, and you get young children as well. And so we want to make sure that the walks are always really accessible for folks as much as possible to include as many people as possible. And so therefore, you're going to generally pretty flat routes. Mm-hmm. The pace of the walk is very casual. Mm-hmm. And it's something that kids that are 8 and kids that are 80 can do likewise. That's not to say that there aren't some folks that truck it for sure. Like I remember at our walk in Cincinnati last year, we had folks that were returning. They'd finished the walk while people were still getting out onto the route. Yeah. So that was impressive. I was not expecting that, but for the most part, it's very casual and very welcoming.
Last year, my husband's sister came in from Vegas to be part of it. Actually, the second year because she had such a good time. She came in. Well, she did the walk with the walker. She's the 82-year young child.
There you go.
And we were the last ones in. We had the police cars following us in, but that was fine. We enjoyed the beautiful walk along the river and over the bridges, and cheerleaders along the way, and lots of fun things to do at the walks. For everyone of all ages.
We have a barking lot for dogs.
We encourage folks to bring their pooches because it's a public park and they're part of the family, and it's a lot of fun for them to be involved. We have drum lines, we have cheerleaders, dance teams. We're looking into a few musical surprises to be along the route this year as well. But it's definitely always a fun activity for folks to be a part of. And, Barb, we're so thrilled that you've been a part of it for as many years as you have.
Oh, I'm thrilled that you've let me be a part of it for all these years.
Like Andrew said, we couldn't do what we do without you and others like you. If there are other people who want to volunteer with the association, Barb gave great examples, just day of, show up and help at the walk or the gala. We recruit people for that year round. She's an educator. There are people who lead support groups. She's very involved in event committees.
Yeah, lots of community outreach to make sure that the event goes off without a hitch, whether it's on the day of, which is definitely very important, but also throughout the course of the year as we plan and execute to make sure that it all comes together. It takes a village.
Yeah. So to
and
find
Barb's our mayor.
She is our mayor. Absolutely. Well, to find volunteer opportunities in your area, you can go to alz.org, or you can always call our 800 number. It's 24/7 helpline, and that's 800-272-3900. Thank you, Barb, for being with us. One more thing to add to your resume for the Alzheimer's Association. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Barb. And thanks to everybody for joining us today.
If you want to support this show, please share it with others in your life who have been impacted by this disease. We can't do this on our own. For more information about the topics discussed today, or if you have questions about Alzheimer's and other dementia, please visit alz.org/dimensions of dementia, or call our 24/7 helpline at 800-272-3900. And if you want to get involved with the Alzheimer's Association through volunteering or raising funds for research, check out the links in our description.